Hello everyone, it is the friendly neighborhood gaming weasel with a beginner slash intermediate big tips and tricks. So I do have two beginner guides, and I wanted to make this one because this is going to be covering more in-depth stuff and talking about the mechanics of Warframe and what resources to gather, how to grind them as a low tier player and an intermediate player inside of Warframe. So if you enjoy my voice, enjoy the content that you see, and I think this was helpful, a like, a comment and a subscribe would be greatly appreciated by me. So, getting right into this, starting off with you freshly finishing your first quest, which is of course getting that bloody thing off of your leg that Captain of War placed on you. So of course, completing some other Star Chart missions and stuff like that will unlock you to basically, put you inside of the world of Warframe, and you have no idea what to do inside of this game. So, first things first, what do I consider intermediate players? I consider intermediate players bash rank basically 1 to around 8 to 9. Those are, I think, intermediate players. Above that, are more, I guess, above intermediate, which I do not have a name for, but you get what I'm trying to say. So, you freed yourself, you have been thrown, and you don't know what to do. Well, here I am to help you out. So, first things first, covering one of the most basic things inside of Warframe is the Star Chart. The Star Chart is the main hub where you're going to be finding missions, farming resources, farming endo, which I'll explain all that in just a second, farming up mods and weapons and loads of cool little stuff that you need. So you're going to be starting off from Earth, which is right here. These little things are called nodes, so Carventis, Ervest, Koba, Eurasia are called nodes. We have Plains of Eidolon, which is an open world, and the Cetus is the hub where you access the bounties where you need to play, of course, the open world. We also have one on Venus called Fortuna, and the open world is Orvalnis. We have one on Deimos, which is the Necrolis, is the hub, and Cambion Drift is going to be the open world. We're going to talk about mostly the Cambion Drift and at least a little bit of the Plains of Eidolon. So, Earth. What do I recommend you do first? First things first, increasing your mastery rank by, of course, completing the Star Chart. Now, completing the Star Chart will reward you with mastery rank, which is this number next to your name. What is mastery rank? Mastery rank is basically the rank of your account. The higher this number is, you will have access to more weapons, more warframes, more segments to your spaceship, and more features to the game. You will have an increased daily standing cap, which I'll show you in a second what do I mean by that, and many more cool stuff. Now at mastery rank, I think 16, you basically unlocked everything. Above mastery rank 16, you will be just gaining yourself, of course, daily standing cap, and at master rank 30 you will gain yourself a feature where you can go to a relay, which is right here. This is called the Shrouded Relay on Earth, and here you will be able to, for example, do a blessing and blessing all players in the relay with a certain bonus to some aspects of the game. So how do you know what resources are dropped on a certain planet? Clicking right here on this little icon will show you some of the resources that are going to be dropped. In some situations, there could be some extra drops that might not show up here, but these are the main drops that will be dropping on this planet consistently and without a doubt. Some are rarer, some are less rarer, so keep that in mind. You can always just, as I said, click this icon and then you will see what is dropped on that planet. So, resources. You basically need resources for almost everything inside of the game, so knowing what you're farming on which planet is very good. Now, what are these junctions? These junctions will give you a certain amount of rewards, like quests, segments. As you can see, the Void Relic segment, we will talk about that in a second. Mods, relics, weapons, quests, which is one of the important ones. Quest of Heart of Deimos. As soon as you possibly can, do the quest Deimos quest thing. I'm trying to say it, but it's not working. Do that quest. I'll tell you why in a second. Injunctions reward you with a little bit more mastery rank XP than nodes do, but also completing all of the nodes on the star chart, so completing all the planets, will unlock a new game mode called Arbitrations, which will reward you with Ayatan sculptures, which I will explain right now. Moving on to Mars. Maru's Bazaar. Here you will unlock Maru's Bazaar and the weekly Ayatan treasure hunt that you can access and do for Maru. You're basically going to be parkouring as fast as you possibly can with the Warframe that you have through an obstacle course and gaining yourself an Ayatan sculpture. What is an Ayatan sculpture? An Ayatan sculpture is a sculpture that will reward you with a certain amount of endo if you trade it to Maru herself. And then what can you do with that endo? Endo is used for leveling up mods. Mods you can equip onto your Warframe, your weapon, your companion when you get it later down the line, and it will of course increase the effectiveness of that certain mod. So let's say we're gonna upgrade Razor Shot, which gives us slash damage on our pistols. If we go here and upgrade it, it will increase it from 10% to 60%, and it will also increase the mod capacity from 2 to 7, which is the number in the top right corner. And we're not going to talk about mod capacity, that is a whole nother segment, so I'm just going to be explaining what endo is. Ayatan sculptures can be accessed here, and you have these Ayatan Ember Stars and Ayatan Science Stars, which can be farmed easily by breaking up boxes and opening up boxes inside of the tile and mission that you are playing at that certain moment. So try to break as many of them as you can, because equipping Ayatan sculptures with Ayatan stars will increase their endo value. Where can you farm endo really fast as a beginner player? One of the best places is completing the Quest of Deimos, Heart of Deimos quest, going into the Necrolist and playing the bounties inside of here. There is usually at rank, or I guess tier 4 bounty, you have 5 stages, and at each stage you have a chance of 400 endo, which is a great sum of endo for a new player. The bounties are not that hard, for one, and you're always going to find people that are going to help you out, so you do not have to worry. Now, how do you gain and how do you play with people? Well, if you press T, you'll have certain chats. You have, for example, the alliance, the region, the recruiting, and the trading chat. Go into recruiting and you're gonna see clans, for example, like this one, La Guilda de Foxina. I mean, this guy's speaking Spanish, but you get what I'm trying to say. They'll be advertising their clan, and then join a clan as soon as you possibly can. What will a clan do? Unlock trading, and of course, match rank 2 players will all have trading unlocked. Of course, trading, weapons, warframes, railjack further down the line as well, and fun hub, and to maybe meet some new players and play with them. So basically having a clan is very, very good. Now, weapons inside of Warframe and Warframes. So what are Warframes and what can they do? Warframes are basically the characters that you're going to be playing. Each one has 4 abilities and 1 passive ability, and they're all different in their own special way. What are the best Warframes that I recommend at beginner players? Wukong is a great Warframe. Volt. Then we have Rhino, if we can find him. Then, of course, we can go and find Excalibur. Now, each one of these Warframes is good in their own way. And I'm not sure, but I think you cannot find where they're farmed. You're basically gonna have to check out the wiki for that. But every time you see something that it says for this amount of, I guess, silver circles, which are called platinum, just click on it and purchase it for credits. We'll talk about platinum in just a second, but first, the credits. Basically, one of the easiest ways of getting clear credits is just playing the maps. And also these missions, for example, with this little icon above, I guess, on them, or Dark Sector missions, which will have a higher chance of rewarding you with credits. So that is very, very cool as well. Now, platinum. What can you do as a beginning player to farm platinum? Platinum is the premium currency of Warframe. It is gained by or purchasing it, or gaining it from trading with other players. So if you go into trading chat, you're gonna see people saying WTB, which is want to buy, WTS, which is want to sell, WTT is want to trade, and PC is price check. So those are the most terms that you're going to have to keep in mind. And of course, you can earn platinum by, for example, as a new player, is going inside of your clan, going into the Orkin lab, going to the left side, I think, and purchasing dragon keys. You have 4 of them. Of course, at this point you have the void relic segment unlocked, and then having these 4 keys, equipping them into your gear slot, such as this. So going into the arsenal and equipping them right here. You can equip all 4 and then play like that, or you can find people, of course, through the recruiting tab that want to farm up dragon keys as well, dragon vaults. Now these vaults can reward you with very good mods such as narrow-minded, blind rage, transient fortitude, overextended, and I think I said all of them. I'm pretty sure I did. These mods are really good for your warframes and are needed, or they're further down the line. So keeping one is going to be very, very beneficial to you, believe me. And then selling the rest that you gain is going to be very good, because these are worth 10 to 15 platinum. And as a beginning player, 10 to 15 platinum is very, very good. But basically, anything a person who pays platinum for an item can be purchased as a free-to-play player for credits or grinded out. Just you're gonna have to use up more time than that person that coughed up the platinum. So basically, I showed you how to increase your mastery rank, leveling up warframes to mastery rank 30, or not mastery rank 30, sorry, warframes and weapons level up to 30. Of course, there are some weapons that go up to level 40, but we'll talk about those weapons in another maybe video. And those weapons are basically cool village weapons, which I have a complete other guide on. So if you want that, search up my channel and find out what those are. And also completing, so leveling up your weapons to level 30 will increase your mastery rank. So warframes, weapons, completing the star chart and completing the junctions, which will put you onto the next planet, if I did not explain that by now, will reward you with mastery rank. Getting to mastery rank 8 is going to be pretty good, because this is the sweet spot. You have a decent assortment of weapons here, and then warframes as well, so keep that in mind. So we have primed the warframes and weapons as well. These are basically bare variants of the ordinary counterpart. So Excalibur, or not Excalibur, that's a bad I guess option. Volt and Volt Prime are basically the same, other than Volt having a little bit better statistics and a different aesthetic. So the Void Relic segment is going to be right here. You probably already know that. You can gain Void Relics just by playing missions basically, and every single, I guess, one of these has a random assortment of primed warframes and weapons that can drop by, of course, a chance. So keep that in mind. And these warframe prime parts are worth a certain amount of platinum, so you can gain platinum in that way as well. But if you don't want to, you can complete the set. For example, if I want the Baza Prime, I can get the barrel here, and then the stock in some other one, and then the blueprint in some other one, and complete it, make it in my foundry, and I have the Baza Prime. So those are primed weapons and warframes. Syndicates. Choosing which syndicate you want to play is completely up to you. Which one looks the coolest to you, choose it. You can have 3 positive and 3 negative syndicates at any given time. You can purchase glyphs or sigils, sorry, that will reward you with extra standing. So purchasing the best one is going to be, of course, the best option when you unlock it. Syndicates have 5 ranks to them. Every single syndicate inside of the game. Open world syndicates, ordinary syndicates like these ones right here, have 5 ranks that you rank up, and you have access to more and more stuff from these, like mods and of course weapons and some cool little aesthetic things as well. So increasing your standing and equipping your sigil, which I'll show you in just a second, will be very beneficial, because those mods can be sold for platinum as well. So if you pick your warframe, click on appearance, then go to sigils, and then, for example, I also equip it on my back. You will be able to equip your sigil, and then of course gain more standing like that. So that is very, very cool. Syndicates are very, very good as well. And now I won't be recommending any weapons at these tiers, because it can vary a lot depending on your mastery rank, so we're not going to talk about that. But basically that is going to be covering my guide on what you should do inside of Warframe when you I guess begin and open up the star chart, and you're basically free to roam around, grind everything, but grind everything in basically the order that I told you. So for example, gaining endo, increasing your mod capacity or increasing your mod efficiency, and then your weapons are much better, your warframes are much better. gaining credits so you can purchase better weapons, and creating resources so you can purchase better weapons and more warframes. Cleaning out the star chart for an increased mastery rank. Of course, increasing your mastery rank, unlocking cool new features inside of the game as well. Being able to trade more on a daily basis. So that is very, very cool as well. And then, of course, you know, unlocking arbitrations, which can be very useful. Doing the weekly Maru's Bazaar hunt, which is going to be very good and helpful. And of course, grinding up resources as well, which I think I mentioned, but yeah, and getting yourself new mods as well. So basically, that is my guide. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, do leave a like, a comment, and do subscribe for more. I do try to make as many content, so as much content as I possibly can, and I will see you guys on the next one. This has been the Gaming Weasel, over and out.